This is it, the showcase for the absolute best of the NBA. The All-Star Game set to begin tonight. Along with Steve Kerr and Clark Kellogg, welcome everyone, this is Kevin Harlan. The starting fives for our game, here are tonight's starting lineups. First for the West All-Star. And for the East, Peyton is out there with Young. We've got Durant, a very solid big man who'll be making every effort to control the glass and make some big plays under the rim.
You know, I think one thing that makes the All-Star Game so special is just the history involved. This event has been held since 1951, and a lot of those legends of the NBA past are here in attendance.
Young's shot is off.
This quarter has not been his best. The defense may be starting to affect him a little bit.
Green kicks to Irving. Back to Green. They set the screen. He dishes it to Irving. Back to Green. Puts it up from 17. Here's Jukic, and he uses the glass on the way. He's got 9.
Well, they've really cranked up the intensity, tracking down those loose caroms, stacking up second-chance buckets in a big pile.
And those hustle points, Clark, I mean, that's just another reason why they've got the lead here.
And when the players step out on the court, you know, Steve, they know that they're writing their names in the pages of history.
Yeah, they're really making their mark on this Sunday night, but at the same time, they've just got to focus on playing the game. And sometimes you get caught up in the atmosphere and the moment, but for these players, it's all about just focusing on the game and trying to enjoy themselves.
Knocks it loose. To the middle. Or the finish.
Ridiculous. Or it's down that time. And you loosen up the defense quite a bit. This is what you see. An impromptu, spontaneous dunk contest.
Yeah, players really getting the chance to show off their athleticism. You can see they're enjoying this. Well, you know, you always want your side to win, but I think it's pretty common that we don't see too many fouls in these games year to year.
Steve, you're exactly right. I mean, I think we usually see a few here and there because guys are also reacting based on instinct, playing the game similar to how they know how to play basketball. But aside from that, you usually aren't going to see too many whistles. The All-Star festivity is always a big draw for VIPs, stars, and celebrities, and I see quite a few in the house tonight.
Yeah, really a festive atmosphere around this event and this weekend. There's just so much going on, both on and off the court.
Outside, Green. It's hauled in by Kevin Durant. Durant's got his third rebound tonight. Tatum. The West All-Stars pull it in. There's 1:38 left in the first half of the game. Outside, Green. The baseline J. That's good.
I don't know of too many other players, Kevin, who have his level of concentration offensively. He just seems to have that singular focus you need as a shooter that, you know, even if a defender's all over you, you still just lock in and let it go.
And what he can do with the ball in his hands borders on miraculously ridiculous sometimes. He's broken a few ankles in his day, that's for sure.
It's been a great day for them on the boards, Clark. That's definitely been a major factor in building this big lead.
And, you know, from a number standpoint, the advantage might not be that large, but they have been manhandling them inside.
The shot's good from Reeves. And a chance to catch up on some numbers here. The hustle stats for the West All-Stars.
Well, Kevin, in the first half of play, they're really closing out aggressively, blocking shots, a key indicator of their activity defensively.
Another thing, I mean, they've done a great job early of creating chaos on defense, being disruptive, and getting steals through the first half of today's game.
Well, those chances are almost always 2 points for him. I guess the defense did what it had to do to bother him.
No good from Ball. Guys, we have seen them with a lot of good ball movement.
Well, you like the smooth operating they're showing you here. I mean, things are clicking, and more importantly, it makes them tough to defend.
Yeah, there's no agenda. I mean, the ball's just moving to whoever is open, and as a result, they've kind of developed a clicking kind of pace to their game. It's been fun to watch.
Clock is at 3, and the layup's good off the glass. And that's now 6 points for Clutch.
Took advantage of some shoddy defense there. They've got to at least get a finger on him.
Tatum nailed from three-point land.
His presence is very comforting for this team. He's kind of a fallback option for them anytime they need it.
And so a pretty lopsided game through the first half. West All-Stars out in front, running away with this one.
Now, presented by Sprint.
And on one of the great nights of the NBA season, welcome to the All-Star Game and the halftime report here on 2K Sports. A great team effort by the West All-Stars so far. Tremendous defensive effort out there. They're challenging every shot and sending them into the third row. Not the same story, though, for the East All-Stars. That's it for us here in the studio. Thanks so much for watching. I'll see you next time.
The Sprint Halftime Report, presented by Sprint.
And welcome back to the second half of the NBA All-Star Game. Always an exciting night of basketball.
And a great first half of basketball.
Kicks to Payton. From deep. Shot is no good. The West All-Stars will go the other way with it.
Boy, they've really won the battle of the boards in this one, Kevin.
So the whistle blows on the shot, and 2 free throws for the contact right there. And you're right, their ability to get the rebound, a big help here.
Always a big help, and because of that effort, they're going to win going away.
That one falls, so he hits both of them.
And at the free throw line, it's all about consistency with him. Same routine, same stroke.
And Young kicks to Antetokounmpo. Floats one, and that one's good.
We've seen a noticeable improvement out of him since halftime. He didn't have a whole lot working in the first half.
The drive by Green.
Eastern All-Stars ball.
As their comeback bid had better get started.
I think there's still enough time for him here, Kevin. I think there's a good chance they can make it happen.
I don't know. I mean, it's going to take a pretty big run. They're going to have to be almost perfect to get this one done.
And guys, let's get your take on the scoring breakdown for the West All-Stars.
Anytime you get as many points in the paint as they have, you know you've got a good thing going, and you just want to keep it going.
And another thing they're doing is really taking advantage of fast break opportunities, scoring some easy baskets.
And both free throws good for Payton.
He's done a much better job of getting to the line here. Aggressively taking it inside and not shying away from contact. I thought he was settling a bit in the first.
Green gets a screen from Reeves. And Green gets it to go. Green's got 4 this quarter.
The screenplay worked ideally there, and I'm not talking about the screenplay you see in a movie theater. Gave him more than enough room to get that shot off.
There's the pass to Payton. Here's Antetokounmpo, guarded by Green. Shot clock at 6. Here's the mid. Out to Payton. Whoops, there's the 24-second shot clock violation, so they'll turn it over.
Well, and I think what we're seeing is typical for this kind of game. A little bit of extra energy, a little extra showboating, and it leads to some turnover.
Well, you're all over it. I mean, I actually was going to mention the same thing because it's not unusual to see that.
Irving for 3. The rebound by Young. Young's got his 5th rebound right now in the game.
Still a close game here, though. That's surprising considering they're rarely pressing any rebound. Well, one more and that's it. He'll be DQ. Disqualified. He's got to be able to defend without picking up that last disqualifying foul.
That is surprising, though. It's difficult to be in a game when you can't rebound.
But, Kevin, they're still in it. They still are in it. I can't believe that they've had so much trouble with the boards. We'll see if they can hang in there a little longer.
I can't believe it either. Now, here's Green. The 3. Shot is off.
Kevin, I didn't like that defensive effort at all, but they're lucky he missed it.
Yeah, they were very lucky defensively because there was some miscommunication there. They left him wide open.
Lets it go from the wing. And Kevin Durant with the slam.
Some big-time power on that putback.
You got to admire the perseverance, don't you? He worked for that one so hard.
Went after it.
Yeah, that's what offensive rebounding is all about, Kevin. Anticipation and grinding for those second chances. That's like a layup for him. He's just wide open out there.
Payton with the ball. Now Green defending. Young outside. Beyond the arc. Gets it to go. Young's got 10 points here in the second half.
His shooting has been so good today. He may have to take it upon himself to try to get his club out of this hole. Well, it's going to be tough for them, but you have to continue to compete. It's not over. Just play, see what happens.
Yep, you can't afford empty possessions.
Oh, it's been a tale of two halves, hasn't it, guys? After a terrible first half, he's really picking it up. He's gutsy. That's what I really respect about him. Seems like the more pressure there is, the more he enjoys the moment. So he is the guy you want taking the big shot at the end of a game.
And we can't forget to mention his rebounding now. When you watch him, just keep an eye on the way he battles in the paint when the shot goes up. Talk about being on his game. Look at the numbers for Green. He's got 13 points, and he's put 1 3-pointer on the board.
Going forward, I think it'd be a good idea to let him spend a little more time behind the arc. He looks like he has a nice touch from out there.
And he hits both free throws here. So now it's a 6-point ball game.
He adds to their lead with a couple of solid free throws.
Payton drives in. The kick out to Young. Antetokounmpo nails it. What a beautiful shot to pull him to within 3.
Most any NBA player can make you pay when you leave him that wide open. That's why you have to stay alert on defense. And just look at what Durant is doing. My goodness.
And so out of bounds it goes. And they'll keep possession.
A super defensive play. I mean, if that pass gets through, it's probably 2 points.
And he knew that. He knew if it gets through, it's a score. So that's why he sold out for it and got a hand on it.
15 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Just 5 to shoot. To take the lead. It's up.
These are incredible rebounding numbers. I'm not sure if we've ever seen anything like this, Clark.
Oh, that's for sure, Steve. I mean, a superhuman performance on the backboard. Well done.
And so he drops them both. It's a 3-point game.
And the free throws make things a lot more simple for them. Now you just have to guard against the three-pointer.
Here's Young. So a close game sees the West All-Stars taking this one.
Man, guys, I really like the way they gelled as a team out there. They'll take the bragging rights home for the rest of the season.
Of course, nobody too worried about the outcome in this game. They're just happy to have played in.
And we're happy to have brought it to you. So for Steve Kerr and Clark Kellogg, this is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for watching and good night, everyone.